IndiGo's operational crisis. It's entered its 8th straight day with large-scale flight cancellations continuing across major Indian airports. After mammoth cancellations over the past few days, the airline claims that its own time performance has upped up to 91% from 75% until yesterday. As of today, over 1,800 flights have been scheduled. The DGCA has received IndiGo's response to its show cause, citing minor technical glitches, winter schedule changes, adverse weather congestion and new crew duty rules as the reasons that they've cited for these disruptions. As per top government sources, IndiGo's previously approved winter flight schedule will be curtailed due to the recent chaos. The IndiGo CEO has been summoned and will meet DGCA and Civil Aviation Ministry officials at 11 a.m. today. Also, Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu will speak on the issue in Lok Sabha. But first, listen to what he said in the Rajya Sabha yesterday.
Immediately when this was observed, the ministry came into the picture. We have taken over the situation at the airports. We have consulted all the stakeholders, and then you have seen how things have unfolded for those 2 days. Definitely, there was a lot of difficulty that has faced by the passengers, and as a closing statement also, let me tell you that we are not taking this situation easily. We are doing an inquiry and we will take very, very strict action, not only for this situation, but also as an example. We will set an example for all the airlines. If there is any miscompliance, any non-compliance or non-adherence for any single person, any entity or any organization or any operator functioning in this civil aviation, we will take very, very strict action so that we set an example in the industry.
Now, be that as it may, in a mega exclusive by CNN News 18, an IndiGo insider, Whistleblower, also made some big revelations that have exposed the airline point by point. IndiGo's response on this revelation is still awaited. Listen to these truth bombs dropped by a former IndiGo pilot.
When this November implementation happened because of the Honorable High Court, they started taking flight cancellation on purpose. What IndiGo used this FDTL was for their benefit. First, they cancelled all type of contracts, norms, PL's availability, and everything went off. Although having special clearance from DGCA, which no other airline had, they started with, again, like I told you, they started taking cancellations to make data and make it arm twist the regulator to get rid of the FDTL. The accountable and responsible people who have brought this chaos, made so many passengers suffered, made the frontline warriors, pilots, cabin crew, ground staff suffer, even beaten up, they should be brought to justice. And not just penalty to the airline, personal penalties should be imposed on these individuals. They must be brought to justice.
But only IndiGo has managed all these years low budget airline, and also they won't recruit people. Because of these norms, they have to implement it. All of a sudden, December 4, 550 flights, December 5th, 600 flights have been cancelled. Non-managing the rostrum, that is where they have committed a mistake. All these things has caused so much of disturbances. There is no head and tail for the party. They will do all these things. They want something sensational. They will blame. They will throw mud on us.
All right, for more on this, we have Anuj Vasa live with us. Of course, Anvid, we know that Ram Mohan Naidu will be addressing the Lok Sabha today as well. Even yesterday, he did say that he wants to set an example going forward, also bring in perhaps other players in this industry as well. What can you tell us?
What we are learning is that there might also be a route share cut for IndiGo, and also Nestle had recently said that this will be done if IndiGo fails to stabilize operations or continues to struggle with planning and compliance. So route reduction is being considered as a corrective and disciplinary measure, is what the minister has said. And recently, IndiGo had also responded to the show cause notified to its CEO, and they had, in fact, given a combination of factors that had led to this chaos that unfolded over the last 1 week. And they had said that along with minor technical glitches, they were also schedule changes things to the start of the winter season. That was one reason they have stated. And also, other than that, other than the adverse weather conditions, they have said the increased competition in aviation system and, very importantly, the implementation of and operation under the new updated crew rostering rules, the FDTL, has also been mentioned once again. This is initially also when IndiGo had come out with this statement on early days of this flight disruption, they had mentioned FDTL, and since then the FDTL has remained in the center of this controversy, and they had also said that they note that they had been engaged in regarding challenges in implementing the FDTL, phase 2 of it, which was to be done from November 1st, and they were seeking variations, exemptions or extensions. I remember previously DGCA had also come out and said that when they had held a meeting with IndiGo following the flight cancellations and disruptions when thousands of passengers were left stranded across country, DGCA clearly said in a strong worded letter that when they held a meeting with IndiGo admitted it has not foreseen this disruption coming up. They had also in fact seen that they were unable to focus to availability and did not realign rosters despite advanced
All right.
communication. So it was only after all the disruptions went on, IndiGo admitted in a meeting that they failed to anticipate two requirements, and this is why we need such stern actions from the government.
Right, absolutely. Anvid, I just want to clarify what we are hearing from them today also, that they've said that their performance is up to 91% from 75% yesterday. Some 1,800 flights have been scheduled as well. They did also earlier say that by the 10th of December, most operations should be back and running smoothly. That being said, do you think they've been able to address the issues that are really at the heart of this entire crisis?
This statement came in last evening, and they have said that yes, over 1,400 flights have been operated, and they have said these are up from 1,650 that had operated the previous day. And before that, they have said that 1,500 flights have been operated. So certainly, IndiGo is kind of recuperating from the cancellation that they have witnessed. And they've also said that 90% of the OTP is the on-time performance rate percentage, and previously it was 75%. So some improvements there certainly, but they've also said that all cancellations that was scheduled were executed yesterday, and during the advance notifications were also being sent to customers. But this is also being done only after Ministry came out and directed in straight words to IndiGo that you need to set accountability, and there has to be officers from IndiGo who need to reach out to customers and them, because since initial days communication has been the biggest problem. Even though not being able to realign the roster, not being able to forecast crew shortage, that has led to slight disruption. But even after that, there has been zero communication with the passengers. That was the major grievance of the passengers. So all of these measures that IndiGo has taken, they have started to go on to 827 rupees crores of refund. And baggage is also that the ministry has said that we have to trace and send it back to the passengers in within 48 hours. So things are catching up with IndiGo. They are doing all of this. They have also come up with figures. But all of this has only happened when the ministry came out in very strong words and has communicated to IndiGo that this needs to be done on priority.
Right. Well, Anvid, thank you so much for bringing us the latest on this. Of course, how things pan out going forward, that's something that remains to be seen as well. Thank you so much for now.